Every day, Grandma would draw an ugly birthmark on my face. She told me I could never wash it off for the rest of my life. I always did what Grandma said, but when I was 20 and still had this birthmark, Grandma became more and more afraid because I looked more and more like my deceased mother. Grandma didn't know how long she could hide the fact that I was still alive, for I was actually the granddaughter of the world's richest man. 15 years ago, my parents took me to visit my sick grandpa. Unexpectedly, a car accident happened on the way. My mother died on the spot, and my father fell into a permanent coma due to severe injuries. When my grandfather learned the news, he thought all this was caused by my mother, so my mother and I were regarded as omens of misfortune by him. He ordered the servant to drive me away, saying he never wanted to see me again, but that kind servant sent the injured me to the hospital. The doctor told the servant, because of the head injury, I would lose all my memory when I woke up, so I was adopted by the servant as her granddaughter. To prevent the richest man from finding me, she drew an ugly birthmark on my face. She announced to the outside world that I was picked up by her. Seeing the ugly me with the birthmark, the richest man had no doubts, and let the servant adopt me as her granddaughter. Just like that, I lived with the servant. Although I lost my memory, every time I saw the man lying in bed in a coma, I always felt a special sense of closeness to him. I began to pray for him, hoping he could wake up soon. But 15 years passed, and my grandfather, the richest man, became increasingly ill. He began to regret driving me away back then, hoping to find me. That night, it was my turn to keep watch at my grandfather's door, but he dreamed of my mother. He woke up from the dream in a panic and fell out of bed. When I heard the noise, I hurried into the room. He thought it was my mother's ghost coming to take revenge. He shouted for me not to come over. I saw my grandfather sitting on the ground and hurried to help him up. I found he was very scared. The commotion in the room attracted the housekeeper. After the housekeeper told the richest man that I was the maid's granddaughter, he slowly calmed down. Suddenly, the memories from 15 years ago flooded back. When he saw me looking just like my mother, the richest man finally realized. He pointed at me and the maid nodded slightly. He confirmed I was the granddaughter he had driven away back then. When he was about to recognize me, he suddenly fell ill and died. In an instant, I felt extremely sad. I walked to my comatose father's bed and was about to tell him that Grandpa had passed away last night, but my father, who had been in a coma for 15 years, suddenly opened his eyes.